Please welcome President Customer Success Salesforce, Jim Rose.
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Customer Success Keynote, or as we like to call it, the Customer Success Award Show. Now, our carpet is blue, not red, and unfortunately, I am not very funny. But we are gonna have a lot of fun, and we even have an after party. You're all invited. Now, we made it to the third day of Dreamforce, and we have heard and learned so much about Agentforce. For all of those in the room, I want to start with a big thank you. Whether you're tuning in online or you're actually here in the room, thank you for being here, and thank you for being Salesforce customers. Our entire company, we are so excited. You have no idea. We're so excited to help each of you become an Agentic Enterprise. I also want to thank our partners who do so much to serve our customers. Thank you. You truly are the backbone of our great ecosystem. Now, like I said, it's the third day of Dreamforce, and we've learned so much about Agentforce this week already. We've learned that agents can help all of us be better with our customers. We've learned that agents can do incredible things for our customers. We've learned that they can scale our cost structure infinitely. We've learned that they can help us scale our capacity too. And with that incredible capacity, we can build incredible customer experiences that were impossible to imagine just 6 months ago. Now, Agentforce is on this journey to become an Agentic Enterprise too. We've launched our share of Agentforce agents. We've learned a lot. We've made our share of mistakes, and we've had some wins too. We launched help.salesforce.com. Mark talked about it on Tuesday. We've done unbelievable results on that page. We've saved $100 million. And what we're doing is we've delivered 1.8 million conversations for our customers. What that means is we're delivering 24/7, real-time, synchronous support, and we're doing it in 7 languages. That is an experience that we never could have done without the help of Agentforce. And get this, the results, 100 million in savings. How about that, 100 million in savings in Agentforce? Just incredible. All right. We've deployed Agentforce for sales too, and we're now qualifying all of our leads. Not just some of our leads, all of our leads. And get this, Agentforce is so good that we're closing deals too. It's not just qualifying leads, it's closing deals. How about this? We wake up in the morning, we look at our dashboard, and we are amazed at how many deals we have closed while all of the humans were sleeping. Incredible. We've deployed Agentforce for our employees through Slack. Our employees are using Agentforce today, 68,000 of them. That's basically all of our employees in our company. And they're using Agentforce to onboard, they're using it to look up product information, and they're even using it to chart their career path. Just incredible. Now, today we've pulled all these lessons that we've learned together, that we've learned from all of our work on Agentforce, and we've put together a playbook, a guide, a step-by-step guide that can help all of us go back next week and take the next step. Now, Lori is going to be up later. She's going to talk all about how everybody can get a copy of that document. Now, this is what I'm really excited about. The moment I have been waiting for, the Customer Success Awards. This idea was born during Dreamforce planning. We were trying to think of a way that we could celebrate our agent blazers, celebrate those trailblazers who are really pushing the boundaries of what Agentforce could do, because we certainly wanted to recognize their accomplishments, but more importantly, we wanted to share it with all of us so we could all be inspired and learn from what's going on. So without further ado, I am so thrilled and honored to present the first Customer Success Award. And this award goes to a customer and a partner who's doing more with less. And at this moment, I kind of feel like I should have an envelope or something to open, but let's just roll the film. give it up for Assemble. Now, Assemble was founded as a company only 2 years ago, and they were founded to build a technology recruiting software company on the Salesforce platform. And wow, have their results been incredible. Check this out, 5,800% growth in their company in 2 years. That is a 4-digit percentage, 5,800% growth. Just incredible, and they're already profitable. How about that? Just incredible, Assemble. Now, we're fortunate today that we have got the founders of Assemble with us in the room. So I'd like to invite Greg Simmons, one of the founders of Assemble, up onto the stage to show us exactly what they've been up to. Greg, come on up. Welcome to Dreamforce.
Hey, thank you.
Let's give a shout out to Brad Owens, too, who's driving the demo for him. All right? Take it away, Greg.
All right, thanks, Jim. And thanks so much for my team out here. This is the first time a customer has actually given a demo on stage at Dreamforce.
Yeah,
so
how about that?
We've got two of the best.
Unbelievable. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, I'm really excited to be here today to show everybody how we at Assemble hired 100 people in 100 days. And for some context, that quadrupled the size of our company in just 3 months. And so to do this, our journey actually starts inside of Slack, where jobs are requested and then approved by our finance team. And as soon as they're approved, they actually then get created inside of the Assemble Recruiter Suite in Salesforce, where our entire recruitment process is managed. Now, what you see on screen here is a job description. Hiring 100 people would take hours upon hours to create job descriptions manually, but instead we have an agent that's been trained on our company branding, our differentiators, and an agent is able to create a really nice job description and get it posted to our career site to continue attracting candidates. At the same time, over there on the right, our recruiters have a really nice view of being able to see other potential candidates that might be a good fit for this job so that they can quickly get them added to their pipeline to begin their engagement. All right, now the fun stuff, scheduling interviews. We have the ability now, instead of having to do this manually, we've built another agent that has the ability to actually coordinate and schedule interviews across our recruiters, our hiring managers, and the candidates, and this saves a tremendous amount of time. So to hire 100 people, we had to do 800 interviews. Wow. This literally saved us thousands of hours that we just fundamentally would not have been able to do. Moving forward now, fast forward a little bit, Savannah's interview here. Leaning on Einstein conversation insights, our recruiters are able to shorten the feedback loop of getting information back from the hiring managers on the interview. So our recruiters get a summary, some generative insights, to, again, shorten the amount of time it takes for us to hire these individuals. All right, let's go back on the job here. So now on the job, our recruiter can see, looks like Savannah got some pretty good feedback, and we're ready to move forward with an offer. And when we move Savannah into the offer stage, this is again gonna fire another Slack workflow to notify the accounting team that we've got an offer that's been submitted, making sure everything is still within budget that we initially planned for. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward to Savannah's first day. I'm gonna assume that most of you in this room have had a first day at a company before. For those of you who haven't, congratulations. So for us, when we were hiring so many people so quickly, it's put a tremendous amount of stress and pressure on our operations. And so for us, it was paramount that our hiring managers were able to really have effective conversations and build relationships with our employees from day one. And by leveraging Polly PeopleOps, our HR Slack agent in Agentforce, she's been trained on our HR policies, company handbooks, to still allow for people like Savannah to get the work done that they need to while getting to more meaningful work faster in our process. Additionally, we leverage Slack workflows and onboarding canvases to make sure that our employees are empowered and enabled from the very first day, which is incredibly important because we are a 100% remote organization. So the result of all this, 100 people in 100 days, we gave a ton of time back to our managers and our recruiters to focus on the human-centric side of the business. Salesforce, Agentforce, Slack, the Recruiter Suite did the rest.
Just incredible. Let's give it up. Brad, great job. Congratulations. And how about one more time? This is the first time a customer has ever demoed their live instance in production on this stage, ever. Way to go, Assemble. Awesome job. Well, we've also got the other founder of Assemble here in the room with us. I'd like to invite Brandon Metcalf to come to the stage, CEO as well of Assemble. Brandon, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I want to dig in a little bit more about how you guys went on this journey. So Brandon, first question to you. When you started this journey, you realized that Slack was going to be a really important platform to roll out agents to your employees. Tell us how you approached it and what we're looking at on the screen here in a minute.
Yeah, Slack is our operating system, so we live and breathe in it. And I really wanted to encourage our leadership team, our management team, to embrace it. So I created a 6-week contest where they had to come up with an innovative way to use Slack and deploy it. So the ideas ranged from everything from efficiency gains to communications to file sharing to canvases to you name it. And every week we required 5 submittals from 3 different managers, but it had to be live and they had to qualify the ROI. So that was step 1. And then that normalized the use of Slack and was the foundation for us then to start to weave agents into Slack, which we started with Theodore Frank, our sales agent, where they could see and interact with him on a daily basis.
It's great. Greg, you had a lot of in-house Salesforce capabilities when you started this journey. Tell us about your implementation and then what led to you knowing you needed to bring in some outside expertise at the right moment.
Yeah, a year ago when we got our hands on Agentforce, the first place that we went to was to onboard Theodore Frank, as Brandon mentioned, our SDR agent. Teddy when he's behaving, Theodore when he needs some coaching. And we were very fortunate early on to be able to adopt this new tech really in partnership with the Salesforce product team. So we were able to really collaborate and share ideas of what we were looking to achieve. And they were also able to give us some insight on what kind of stuff was coming down the pipeline. And with the velocity that this product has enhanced over the last year, that was tremendously helpful. So in addition to that, as we've continued to use Agentforce throughout the business, we are now partnering with the Signature Success team, gaining much deeper insight and partnership to really unlock the full value of the products that we use from Salesforce today. And then as we continue to grow, I would also encourage anybody in this room, you can't just know Salesforce. It's impossible. So whenever you're looking at trying to solve a problem, really find a lot of peace in working with the community. Ask and you shall receive. There's so many talented people in this room and at this conference, so the community is a great
Up for the community. Yeah, that's great. Brendan, you've ramped a lot of capacity in your organization, some of it human and some of it agents. Talk to us about that journey and how you brought your humans along on that with you.
Yeah, I mean, we deeply believe in digital workers to work alongside and elevate our human workers. So much so, we hired a chief digital labor officer. His name's Shiv. He's over there. Hi, Shiv. Shiv has done a phenomenal job. We have 60 digital workers active today across 10 functions. They're all collaborating with humans. I think next year we'll have closer to 200 agents, if not more. And we're really with the goal of how do we have every human combined with a digital worker to scale. We're moving at an unbelievable pace. I've never seen work move as fast as we're able to do it. And it's because of Agentforce and Salesforce and approaching this hybrid work truly as a cohesive labor force. It's awesome.
It's incredible. You know, a chief digital labor officer, that sounds like a role that none of us have today, but we're probably all gonna need in the future. And I'm glad you pointed out Shiv over there in the audience, because if you didn't ask that, I was going to ask whether Shiv was a human or an agent. So Shiv, welcome to Dreamforce.
He's moving so fast, we sometimes question that.
That's great. Well, it's really clear, I think, to all of us in the room why Assemble is the winner of our Customer Success Award. Congratulations, Brandon. Congratulations, Greg. And congratulations to your team. Thank you for inspiring us all, and thank you for being a great Salesforce customer and partner.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. There you guys go. You gotta hold it. Yeah, that's good. We get some pictures. Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for Assemble one last time. Great job, guys. And now up next, to introduce our next Customer Success Award winner, please give it up for Jen Kramer.
Thanks, Jim. Congratulations to the team at Assemble. What an incredible story of success with our Agentforce platform. I am so thrilled to be here with all of you today, and I am incredibly honored to represent and lead the Agentforce forward deployed engineering team here at Salesforce. We are in a moment. Can you feel it? This moment of immense innovation and transformation, and the sense that everything in technology is moving so fast everywhere we turn. This next Customer Success Award winner has not shied away from this pace and has leaned into the innovation on an impressive path to success with their AI agent, Eva. To learn more, let's roll the film. Amazing. I have been so impressed by the team at Engine. They have really leaned into this technology with both confidence and courage. Engine is on an impressive growth path, 70% year-on-year growth, with over 1 million travelers that need to be guided and supported on their journey. Do you know what 1 million travelers turns into? A lot of cancellations. You heard on the video, that team was feeling overwhelmed. They were clocking 500 hours per week in processing cancellations. 500 hours per week. They needed a solution and they needed it fast. That is exactly what they got with their AI agent, Eva. Eva was built and deployed in just 14 days. 14 days. That is an impressive pace. Well, to learn more about this journey, I'm so thrilled to welcome on stage Molly Bodensteiner from Engine. Come on up, Molly.
All right.
Woo! So good to see you.
So good to see you, Jen.
Welcome to the cloud.
Welcome to the cloud. Thank you so much.
We did. Memo. Great.
We got the coordination. I'm so thrilled to be here today. Thank you, Jen.
Yes, well, we're so happy to have you, and congratulations on all your success. Your team has been doing an incredible job with Agentforce. Tell us about your journey with Eva.
You know, I could stand up here and tell you all about Eva, but it's going to be way better if I show you.
Let's do it.
And before I do that, I have to shout out Josh and Sarah from my team. They are the brains behind Eva, and they're going to help us navigate the second live demo at Dreamforce by a customer.
Woo!
So, woo! Shout out there. As you saw, we had a really important decision to make at Engine. 300 hotel cancellations every single day, on top of 70% year-over-year growth. We needed to make a decision. And Jen, you and I get it, right? We are business travelers, we're busy moms, like, plans change. That was the same problem that our customers at Engine were facing every day. So when you log into Engine and you start to interact with Eva, she's gonna greet you by name, right? She's pulled my Salesforce record, she understands that I'm authorized, and she's gonna build a personalized experience for me as the traveler. I know that I need to cancel a hotel room in Chicago next week. I'm gonna let Eva know this. I'm gonna give her the confirmation number. She's gonna pull my reservation up, and she's gonna verify that I really wanna cancel. Now, this is an important guardrail that we put in place after we learned that sometimes us as humans don't actually mean what we say, and we maybe had a few extra cancellations that we didn't actually intend to have. So I'm gonna hit confirm. I'm gonna let her know, yes, I really do wanna cancel. At this point, Eva is gonna call an invocable flow, she's gonna hit an Apex class, and she's gonna call the hotel API. And it is going to return a failure. Because why would I not stand in front of all of you and just show you something that doesn't work, right? The magic, exactly, right? Because the magic of Eva is not when she gets it right. It's when she gets it wrong and the customer doesn't notice.
Amazing.
Eva is taking it one step further. She is not just hitting a dead end. She's not asking me to repeat myself. She's saying, I've hit my limit. I now need to escalate this to a human support agent and making that seamless handoff. Right here. I let her know, yes, please create that ticket for me. She then takes it one step further and actually sets expectations for me as the traveler, how I will be reached out to from the Engine team. Again, putting the customer first is so critical as you're going down this journey. She's not making me guess what happens next. She's guiding me through the experience so I know what happens. I let her know that I would like an email. I would prefer a Slack message, so I think that's something that we'll probably need to start working on, but please don't call me.
Never call me.
Never call me. I mean, and she's gonna create a case, right? Seamless handoff, no starting over, Chicago's being handled. Now, as we've continued to evolve Eva from just cancellations, we've really taken it a step further into personalization using Data Cloud. So we've spent, all week in San Francisco. I haven't really got to leave Moscone. It's been great, don't get me wrong, but I am really craving some city views. And Jen, you owe me a tower trip.
Totally, next time.
Absolutely. So this is really where Eva's gonna shine, right? She knows me as a traveler. She knows that I like to fly United because I'm chasing points. I like to stay close to the airport if I have an early morning flight because I like to sleep in. I love a good continental breakfast, especially when they have the little waffle irons,
Love that.
We all know what we're talking about there.
Love that.
And I like a fitness center. Now, Eva doesn't quite know yet that I maybe don't go to the fitness center, but
Wait, you haven't configured Eva to be your accountability buddy?
that's the Q1 launch.
Okay.
So that's
All right.
coming.
I need that.
Watch
I need
out for that one,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And at this point, she is querying millions of rows of data in Data Cloud and building a curated list for me of properties that meet my preferences, my historical bookings, to really tailor that experience. Now from here, we all know plans change, and San Francisco just pivoted to Denver.
What are you gonna do?
And what are you gonna do, right? But what I don't have to do is start over, and that's key here, right? Instead, I let Eva know we're changing locations, and because she knows how I travel, she's able to reprioritize and help me find hotels near Denver International.
Amazing.
So Eva is not just responding, she's truly taking action. She is calling APIs, she is querying data, she is creating cases, she is responding based on my personal preferences and my historical bookings. Since we launched Eva, we've resolved over 30% of our cases autonomously, while improving our CSAT. So I just want that to sink into everyone. 30% of our support cases are handled autonomously, and our customer satisfaction is increasing.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's crazy, right? And the best part about this is it's allowing our humans to focus on what humans do best, right? Which is complex problem solving and relationship building. And when that handoff does need to happen, our agents, our human agents, start off informed, not from scratch. Eva has allowed us to really deliver on Engine's commitment, which is making work travel less work.
Oh, so amazing. Thank you so much. And now I know we're not going to stop there, right? You have a roadmap in front of you. What is next on the journey for Eva?
Yeah, we are taking Eva to the phones. So we are launching Agentforce Voice in 2 weeks because Josh and Sarah don't have enough to do. And we are so excited to continue to scale Eva and continue to provide that great customer support for our travelers.
That is so cool. I'm so excited for you to take it to the voice. So Molly, Josh, Sarah, great job on the demo. Thank you so much.
Huge kudos to these two.
Customer number 2 doing a live demo here at Dreamforce. Great, great job. So Molly, I'm sure the audience has tons of questions. I have a few for you as well. You've been on the journey with us since the beginning. You were one of our first Agentforce customers. Can you tell everyone what's that journey been like and what have you learned along the way?
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a great journey. The big things that we learned is that we started small and we partnered smart. So we were able to, again, launch Eva in less than 2 weeks because we picked that single use case. We didn't try to boil the ocean. Obviously, we have continued to iterate and continue to release, but really finding that one problem that we wanted to solve really well gave us, again, that confidence and that courage to be able to keep leaning in and growing. And then from the partner side, we worked with the FDE team. So Andre, I don't know if he's in the room, but he is phenomenal. And yeah, the best. And then Sound Digital was a great partner for us. I think it was so critical that we were able to get started on the right footing and just, again, build that confidence that we knew how to continue to scale and how to grow our team as we launched this agentic journey.
Awesome, awesome, thank you. Well, I know we have some customers in the room and online who are just getting started on their journey, so what advice would you give them?
Yeah, and this is a theme that I think I heard in every session. It was stop planning and start doing. You are gonna learn so much more by just putting your hands on the keyboard and building than you ever are putting a PowerPoint together, right? The technology is changing so rapidly, you just have to go. And you have to learn, and you have to be okay that you're probably not gonna get it right the first time, and you're probably not gonna get it right the second time. Maybe the third, but you're gonna fail on the fourth, but you've gotta just keep moving, because that's the best way that you're gonna continue to iterate and grow. And then I think the other big piece for me, and you saw this with Eva, is design with failure in mind. It's not when it works, it's when it doesn't, and the customer isn't frustrated. No one wants to repeat themselves. No one wants to hit dead ends. So just really make sure you're looking at that failure point and mitigating it accordingly.
Awesome, awesome. Well, last question, because I know that you had some fun surprises with Eva. So can you tell us what we're seeing on the screen here?
Yeah, Eva gave us a lot of aha moments, and when we went through her logs, she maybe gave us some WTF moments. Not sure if I can actually say that, but
You're
is
good,
true.
You're good.
Okay, we're good. We learned that Eva can tell jokes. She's real funny, or at least she thinks she is. She can also write poetry and songs, but one of probably the most impactful things we learned about Eva is that she can speak multiple languages. And this was something we never had to put translation in for, or update our knowledge bases, or do different versions. And as a global company, this just showed the scale of the potential of Eva for us.
Amazing, incredible job. Well, congratulations to the team at Engine, and
Shout out to you,
congratulations
too.
on winning your Customer Success Award. This is for you.
Oh, it's so heavy!
Great job. Awesome. Thank you, Molly. What a great story of how fast you can really transform your businesses if you just have the confidence and courage to get started. To announce our next Customer Success Award winners, I'm thrilled to welcome Lori Steele to the stage.
Thank you so much, Jen, and thank you and congratulations to our award winners, Assemble and Engine. Let's just give them another shout out and round of applause. So I'm really thrilled to be here to share with you our third and final winner of our Customer Success Award. This company is one of the nation's largest home builders, and they sought to transform the way they deliver their customer experience night and day, and to really create a better home buying experience, something that we all know and appreciate. So they're on their way to becoming an Agentic Enterprise as well through this kind of transformation. So let me just roll the film and you can hear a little bit more about them. Now, to change it up a little bit, we're going to take a little different approach for this customer story, and we're going to engage all of you. So we're going to give you an opportunity to have some audience participation, and you tell us what you'd like to hear about Lennar's transformation journey. So I'm going to ask all of you to take out your phone. Yes, note mine is super cool and sparkly. Take out your phone and scan the QR code up here. And the questions will pop up on the things that you might want to hear about Lennar's experience, whether it's about their always-on service, how they use their agent Lisa to be able to work with customers around the clock, how they're able to simplify and standardize their end-to-end journey and help purchasers buy their homes more quickly, how they have their digital workers and their humans working together to be able to deliver the best customer experience, or what's ahead in the future. So go ahead and select your options. We'll allow you to pick your top two, And in a few minutes, I'll bring Lennar up to answer all your questions. But let me first start with a little bit about their story. I've had the opportunity, and our forward deployed engineering team, and many of us here at Salesforce, to work with Lennar for quite a while. They were one of our earliest trailblazers that had a very bold vision to change the way that people purchase homes. And I know for all of us that are out there that own a home, it is something that we are super excited about. And they not only wanted to transform that experience for all of us in terms of buying a home, but it's how they brought together the digital and the human experience to really deliver that at scale. Now, we know many of you out there have very bold aspirations, and I think that was probably the most important thing they did. And they were able to drive not only the vision, but the incredible execution through not just technology, but how they transformed the way they delivered that customer experience. So let's see what we have here in terms of our poll results. All right, while that's coming up, I'd like to invite Lennar up to the stage, and come on and join me. Ori, Javier, Balaji. All right, well, welcome. We are so excited to have you here. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's have the big reveal now and see what you want to hear about. Okay, so the number one question we'd like to hear about is how you're delivering this always-on experience. So Ori, I'm going to start with you, and why don't you share, you and the team share it with our audience.
Sure, so we get a lot of leads every single week. And we know that many of those leads come in after hours. And usually our process is our internet sales consultant would immediately respond to the lead. We know it's extremely important for us to get back to the lead very, very quickly. But for those leads coming after hours, we can only do it the next day. And I don't know, but how many of people here found themselves sitting on their sofa at 9 p.m. looking at properties in their neighborhood? That's a lot of us. And that's why a lot of that interest is coming in after hours. So we were looking to build an experience that allows us to answer questions, to engage customers that are showing interest, and actually set them up with an appointment where they can actually go and visit a community the next day. And that's how we end up building Lisa, who is our sales assistant, that is immediately as someone is feeling an interest from on a website, Lisa texts them. She can provide recommendations for homes or communities that fit their needs and can go all the way towards setting an appointment. And what we found is that has been working extremely well and actually much better than having our salespeople reaching out the next day because of that speed to lead, because of that immediacy. And so we're in the process of scaling Lisa out now, and we really expect Lisa to be sending up tens of thousands of appointments over the next year.
It's amazing. The transformation's been incredible. It looks like our next question is really about how do your sales teams work with the digital agents? I mean, we know this is not just about the technology. It's how the humans are working with the agents. So why don't I give it to you, Javier, and why don't you share a little bit about that with us?
Excellent. Sure thing. So, going back to the theme that we've been hearing about all of Dreamforce, about the technology actually working with the people and actually making them better instead of replacing them. I think what we're seeing is Lisa is able to do a great job of enriching the leads that come in. And even if Lisa's not able to schedule the appointment, Lisa's also able to just provide just a much better context and much better information to the internet sales consultant to be able to reach out and have just much better information to share with the prospective buyer. And before you may have a lot of gaps in the data. So now Lisa's able to just have meaningful conversations, extract a lot of valuable information and add it to this lead so that every other conversation now that an actual human agent is having is just a lot more meaningful, better context, just driving to better outcomes.
That's fantastic.
Just to add to that, it actually makes our people better. It makes our people better because they're a lot more informed, and because we embed an agentic experience early in the process, at the point in time where a person is engaging with that prospect, they can dive right into the area where the prospect, where they can really recommend that community to be the best fit. They don't have to go through that interview process again of what are you looking for and what's your budget. And so it just creates a better, tighter experience.
That's fantastic. Now, we know you've been on this journey for a while because you had such ambition, and we're so proud of how you've kind of pulled both the technology and the process forward. But we know you didn't do it alone. So maybe share with us a little bit of how you work together with what resources with Salesforce to make this a success. And Balaji, would you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah, I'm glad to talk about this. I think what's been truly differentiating about this experience has been the fact that we've had very deep reach into the Salesforce, Agentforce, engineering and the product teams. That's been a truly enriching experience. We've been a part of it together in the trenches. And the second thing I will say is the fact that the teams have leaned in to understand exactly what our process is and to meet us where we are at, as opposed to being only about the tech and the product, which has been another true great enabler for us. So I leave that as the two key differentiators for us.
Well, it's definitely been a team sport, doing everything that you've all done. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the masterclass that you've given all of us on how to make this successful. So let me grab your Customer Success Award and hold on. Can I get my phone? Yeah. All right. Ready? Ready? Have a free hand for this? It's heavy. All right. Thank you. All right. Well, these have been an incredible set of customer success stories. And I hope that every one of you realize that this can be done with a bold vision and at scale. Now, these weren't our only nominees. I want to just take a moment and acknowledge all the customers that were nominated for this award. We are so proud of every one of you. Give them a big round of applause. And before we let you all go, we want to make sure that you all have the benefit of this incredible set of best practices. You heard these teams talk about the best thing is to get started and to work with the technology, work with a bold vision and transform. And all those best practices are here for you. Jim mentioned the customer success playbook. If you open up your phones again and you go into our event app and tap on Ask Agentforce, that playbook is available to you. And all of you can learn from these great stories, have the best practices to make you successful. So I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank especially all our nominees and all our winners for having the courage to be bold and to transform using this amazing technology and to deliver so much value to their enterprises and to their people. So what would any awards show be without a celebration? So we'd like to thank all of you for joining us today by joining us outside with an awards party and a big celebration for all of you. So thank you very much.